What's up, guys? I'm Frost the Sandwich. Welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Today, I'm doing a VOD review of a viewer. Actually, they watched my tier list video and said that they were a solo queue Iron Fist main, and they've actually managed to make it all the way into Celestial solo queue. And they are in fact an Iron Fist main. Have a lot of time on Iron Fist, and that's a character that I haven't really played a whole lot of. So I'd be interested to see what it looks like at a high level and what a one trick looks like. Is they clearly have a lot of time on this character, so I'm sure there's definitely something we can learn by watching them. So let's get into it. Interested to see what the bans are. Let's see, so he's actually voting. We're voting for Venom, which is interesting. I wouldn't expect to see that over maybe just banning out some supports, but uh, maybe there's some reason we're banning Venom here. Let me know in the comments why you wanted to ban Venom there. I guess he can be very hard to deal with. I think when I play Venom, I typically do counter dive. I basically wait for the dive characters to come into my backline and I pounce on them. So maybe you're encountering a lot of that. He's definitely not the first tank I would think to ban. I typically go for like Strange or Hulk, but I play different characters, so that's interesting. Storm, I kind of expect. Cloak and Dagger is a little interesting, but still completely understandable. Her ult is amazing. I would say Luna, Mantis, Cloak and Dagger, even Invisible Woman. Any of those would really be valid bans there. The triple support meta is alive and well. All right, so let's see what we got. We are over here, rocking the new skin. Love to see it. And we have two supports, 3 DPS. Yep. And then versus another Iron Fist. Actually, that's interesting. Two supports, two tanks. So 2-2. They're doing the traditional 2-2-2 on the other team. Right off the bat, I really like the crosshair. I'm a huge fan of the dot right now. Turning it blue might actually be good. I'm a big fan of white, but I like changing the color on it all the time. I'm kind of a weirdo when it comes to my crosshair. I try different stuff all the time. Getting aggressive, pushing in to try and take out that Hela. Couldn't quite do it, but Magneto bubbles and basically allows us to just back off, and he'll back up and get right back into the thick of it. Nice, we take out that Hela there. Magneto goes down next, and then we're just gonna use the walls to break line of sight and wait for them to push out to us. By the looks of it, I really like. I wasn't sure if we were going to see like a really flanky style or play inside my team style. Seems like this is he's playing inside his team, which if you watch my Magic VOD review, I melee character is playing inside of their team, like right next to their tank. I think he's really strong, especially a Magneto that can put a bubble on you like that. And he's just cleaning up people on the flanks here, making sure they can't come in and poke the back line, and then coming back to his team. Showing presence on the front line. Was that a double KO with one kick? Hell yeah. Love to see that. I believe that was the shift ability. So I did read up on his kit before it, but I am by no means an Iron Fist expert. So if I make a mistake, just correct me in the comments. Let me know. That looked like he just used his shift into them there. They were low and they both died to it, which is pretty funny. He does have the ability to build shield. Oh, big ult here. I'm gonna take out the Loki first, going for the supports, which I really like. I believe Luno did go down there. Yep. Yeah, and the team just crumbles after that. So we are focusing supports, which I love to see. I would expect any high level duelist to be doing this. Is if you get an opportunity to take supports out, that is the key to taking out the enemy team and capturing the objective. I really like so far he's always playing around cover. I'm gonna assume it's a he. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Just let me know in the comments. But he's always playing around cover, and we're just gonna heal up. Nice. And we're also abusing the fact that he's a wall climber. He's got a few things going for him. He's got jumps, he can wall climb, and there was one. Oh, he just gets extra damage for existing. He's the anchor for a hero bonus that Luna gets if she's on the field. So Luna players do benefit from you being in the game. But you don't really have to do anything. You just get extra damage. I believe it was 15% too, which is not too shabby. So yeah, he's got a lot of passives going for him, which is really nice. And I think he's still a really good character. I still think he's basically in Black Panther's shadow in terms of melee characters go, but you can still be highly effective, as you can see. I mean, there's 2 in this game. So definitely still a viable character, and you could absolutely climb with it. I didn't scroll through and verify that this guy's actually solo queuing like he said he is. I'll take him at his word. But yeah, I mean, he said he's solo queued all the way. He's hit Celestial. It looks like he did dip back down into GM1, but that's to be expected. I'm probably going to do that too if I manage to get to Celestial. I'm about 80 points away right now myself. And I don't know. I might try out Iron Fist. He seems like maybe just a safer option over Magic. I'm comparing him to Magic because Magic is my melee character. I don't really play Panther. And there's definitely some... I do feel like there's some situations where he's potentially safer. We went down there a little bit. It looks like he was just a little bit overexposed. And I mean, that you'll have that on melee characters. You have to get close, unfortunately. Ooh, did it again. Yeah, the enemy team is doing a good job punishing. And this is sort of what I was talking about on my tier list is if the enemy team does a good job focusing you, even as a Magic player, this isn't really Iron Fist exclusive, but any melee character really, if they do a good job calling you out and everyone looks at you, you kind of just die sometimes. Nice. We're going to chase that Iron Fist up to the corner, make sure he can't get a meditate off and heal up. And then we go after Luna. Unfortunately, she does get the freeze off, but her team doesn't turn around to focus. So we're free to just kind of harass in the backline. Luna is ulting, but we can easily farm ult ourself off of them, even if we can't kill them in it, which I believe is what he was doing there. Going after that Iron Fist. I don't blame you. We go for ego fights here. I would absolutely 1v1 my character Ditto. Unfortunately, that Iron Fist did have most of his team around him, so we go down there. Not much you could have done there. You did have, it looks like you did have the recognition to get out, where he did have the, I keep changing tense, I'm sorry. Our Iron Fist player had the recognition to try and get away there because that was pretty much just a losing situation. Doesn't matter if you're better if the enemy team's healing the guy and you don't have your healers with you. You're just going to lose that fight every single time. And we do have ult, so this could be huge. Sorry. Let me put that away. Oh, we do ult the backline, and it looks like we've got both the supports in front of us right here. And we get a KO on one support, and ooh, and that. I was gonna say that Loki's got to have swapped by now, right? I thought he was about to get KO on both supports and a DPS, but no. So we get 3 kills there. One support, one tank, one DPS. Get a little mix of all 3. Why not? I think we might hear some clopping high heels in the back over here, so we know Helen's over here. But unfortunately, her team does come with her, so we back away. And again, this is probably a really good map for Iron Fist. I see him bouncing off these walls quite frequently. And I think it's really strong for any character that has wall climbing abilities. Panther, Spider-Man, Venom, get after it. Hulk even. I'm sure he can make use of the buildings in this level. Here we managed to make it past the enemy team again into the juicy backline to start just wailing on the supports. Love to see it. We do go down there, but we did take out a support. The current score is 0. We're not. Okay. They did not make it all the way by the looks of it. So I guess we just played a baller defense here. All right. Back to the defense side. I really like Invisible Woman here, just giving you a shield every once in a while. Just something to play around, keep you healthy, and help you block those incoming projectiles. Found a isolated Hela here, went for tried to get a pick. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it, and they punish us when we try and get out. Unfortunate. I don't think that was necessarily the wrong thing to do. It's just didn't go in your favor. I would have tried to kill that Hela there if I were in your place. Back grouped up with the team, just getting some shield by the looks of it, so we can maybe poke in and be aggressive. We do see someone actually giving us a juicy opportunity to come in though, which is the enemy Iron Fist. Ooh. Unfortunately, that Iron Fist did have a Magneto bubble on him. Which, again, Magneto with any melee character, that bubble is dirty. If you love playing melee characters, try and find yourself a Magneto main. You will not be disappointed. It's a lot of fun. Magic Ultimate with Magneto bubble, so fun. And I'm sure there's plenty of, I'm sure Iron Fist Ultimate with bubble is quite nice as well. Always abusing the third-party camera. Ooh. Unfortunately, we did poke out a little too much there, and everyone just kind of looked at us. There's so much spam going on that, like, if it really is a precarious situation trying to go in on teams, because sometimes you'll get away with it, and sometimes you'll just die. It just depends on what's going on. If they all have a moment to spare and can look in your direction, you might just die immediately. That's just something you're gonna have to deal with, especially at higher ranks. People are gonna land their shots really quickly on you, especially if they're looking at you. Abusing third-party camera here, I like that. So we're basically trying to keep both sides that they could come through in our vision there, just to see. And we're playing around this point, trying not to give it up for free, right? Okay, I was about to say surely we'd come in here. And unfortunately, like, our team doesn't come in. I thought he was dead there. That looked. The fact that he didn't. Okay, that's sort of what it should have happened the first time he did that. He exposed himself to, like, the entire enemy team. It wasn't really moving that quickly. So I kind of expected them to all just look at him and he die. But and that's the same. Like, sometimes you can just get lucky and they won't have time. Maybe they're some of them are caught reloading. Maybe they're just not paying attention to you. So yeah, sometimes you can get lucky and they won't have a response. Sometimes they'll immediately look at you and delete you. You gotta try though. You're a melee character. You do at some point have to close the gap on the enemy team. And playing inside your team with the shield tank is not a bad way to do it, or flanking. And I think we're seeing a flank right here. Easy kill on that Hela. She was alone. Hela likes to flank a lot, so she's one of the best targets for us to look for off on these flanks, trying to find an isolated fight, which Iron Fist excels at. I honestly, most of the time, Iron Fist should win that fight because he can just disengage if he starts losing it, and you have third-party camera, so you can basically just wait around the corner and watch the Hela walk up to you, and then you just come around the corner on her and punch her. Or you can just do that. You can just dash into her face and punch her a bunch. Love to see it. Gonna heal up, get shield, and look for some more picks. Really liking what I'm seeing so far. This character looks like a lot of fun. I really like the fact that you can kind of just camp up on these walls and wait for the enemy to push in, and then you just kind of drop down and do it. It's very reminiscent to my Venom playstyle, which I love to do. Is I just wait up on a wall, I'll let the enemy team pass me a little bit, and then I'll pounce on the back line. And I see him do that quite a bit here when he's not playing inside of his team or punishing that Hela for flanking. I was gonna say he's living a lot here, but they do eventually take him down and get that point. So we are on to the next point, on to the final point, but I think they do hold it down here. This choke is a bit of a hurdle, it seems. A lot of the times in my game, the first two go by really quickly for attack, and then this last one, yeah, there's still a lot of flanking opportunities here. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's a new map, but I do feel like I struggle to push on this specific point. Maybe it is in defense's favor. Not sure. Be interested to see the stats on this map. In like point for point, who tends to have the advantage or wins on average. Again, we can just climb all the way up on these buildings. I'm telling you, if you're on this map, pick a wall climbing character. I bet Panther would wreck on this map. I believe Venom would be very strong here. In fact, that might be why we banned Venom, is just because, I mean, in these buildings, Venom is honestly a monster to deal with. He's a nightmare, rather, to deal with. Because he can just... my biggest issue when I was playing Venom a lot in Season 0 was maps that didn't have any geometry I could climb. Then you just kind of have to swap. Like, there's just... Because if you initiate with your swing on Venom, you're kind of dead. So you really do need to initiate with that dive, in my opinion. So you can use your swing to get out. But yeah... Iron Fist doesn't have that issue. He can just, again, we're just waiting up here. We're making them either commit to a fight or let them burn some cooldowns, and then we come in and try and get some juicy damage on the back line. We backed away a little bit there to ult, and now we're back in it. I believe the Luna does ult in response, so we can't really do damage here, and we also can't farm ult. So honestly, we should probably just back away here, in my opinion. Which I believe Magneto puts a bubble on us. And we do back up a little bit, but that Luna ult's done now, so we can come back in. And the only thing I think I would have changed there is maybe start climbing the wall a little earlier as soon as I see that Luna ult, because there's just not really a whole lot we can do while Luna's ulting. It's basically 12 seconds of invulnerability for them. But hang around, stay up on the wall, drop back down as soon as Luna ults over, which you essentially did, and clean that team fight up, and easy defense. Yeah, again, like, they just didn't have a whole lot of time to push through that final choke area, and that is, I think, the hardest point to get when you're attacking on that map. But other than that, solid Iron Fist gameplay. He looks like a fun character. I'm definitely at least going to play him a little bit in quick play and have some fun. I really like the ambush style and the fact that you can kind of just chill up out of sight and drop down on people and surprise them, get easy kills. And you're also very strong inside of your team, especially with a Magneto on the field. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. I love doing VOD reviews like this. So if you're in the comments, if you're diamond and above, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you wanted me to do a VOD review of one of your games. Let me know who you play. If you're a one trick, I especially love watching one tricks because they usually have unique play styles. And other than that, I'm also watching the leaderboard, and there should be another VOD review out today. Go check it out. Of the I haven't found I haven't done it yet, but it will be a rank 1 something. I love just coming through the leaderboard and finding one tricks and watching their play style. So let me know in the comments if you enjoy this content. If you didn't like it, let me know what I could be doing better. I'm always looking to improve, and I'm gonna keep doing this regardless. So yeah, otherwise, I really appreciate you guys watching. Till next time, stay frosty.